place where you can go, where there's no one to tell you yes or no. If you just look into your heart, you will find her. That's the place to start. If you take a step and take another again, you'll find a better place to land. I know that it can be there someday. You've been waiting for. I know this life can be that one life you've been dreaming of. Today can be the someday. Today can be the one day. Today can be the someday you've been dreaming of. Today can be the someday. Today can be the one day. Today can be the someday you've been dreaming of. Oh, 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 today could be the day. Oh, oh, today could be the day.
24 Ford Explorer Limited, $37,990. 24 Ford Ranger Raptor 4x4, just $56,940. 23 Lincoln Aviator all-wheel drive, $48,993. Rayvon Ford, your hometown team, delivering pre-owned vehicles you can afford.
Well, what a weekend it turned out to be. Happy Monday, everybody. Sure hope you had a great weekend. Thanks for joining me for Wake Up with Witcher here on this chilly Monday morning. Crystal clear. Just got done taking my kid to school here this morning. He wanted me to drive him this morning. And we were coming up over the top of the hill before his school, and you could just see the Smoky Mountains off in the distance. And the air is so dry, it just looked like, a 4K image. When we have the humidity, it's always a hazy look. But when we have really dry air in place, it's not that case. And so that's really the case here this morning. Plus, we had a big weekend of big W's. And I say big W's. Of course, we had the win of the football game on Saturday. That was great. And then last night, my family and I had a chance to go to the One Knox Soccer Club team finals last night at Covenant Health Park. And they won last night 2-0. They took home the championship, the first time that One Knox has taken home the championship. I've got some awesome photos and videos to share with you here this morning. Let's just start you off first things first we'll get to work with the forecast, and then we'll come back to some fun here in just a second. Let me start you off here this morning with a live look in downtown Clinton and Anderson County. You can see the steam coming off the buildings there. That's how cold it is this morning. That's the way it's going to be trending all day long. Let's talk temperatures. Yesterday, we did make it to 68 degrees. What was I forecasting? Anybody remember? I was forecasting 68 degrees. So we nailed that one yesterday. But those temperatures fell pretty quickly, and it made for a rather cool night around town. Find my clicker. Gotta click my weather maps here. All right. So anyways, it turned out to be a great weekend. Either way you looked at it. Saw a couple of light showers early Saturday morning. That was about the extent of it. All right. Temperatures this morning. We're trending 20 to nearly 35 degrees colder right now than what we were yesterday morning, thanks to the cold front and the cooler, drier air that's moved its way on through. So when you look at the numbers, we have some widespread frost around the area. If you park outside, 20s and low to mid, a few pockets of upper 30s around the area. But it's going to turn out to be a gorgeous day, albeit more seasonable than what we experienced this past weekend, and really than what we'll experience for the rest of the week. Overnight lows tonight drop into the 30s and 40s, so we'll be a little bit warmer tomorrow morning and a little bit warmer tomorrow afternoon as our next storm system approaches the area. That brings us a nice little return flow from the Gulf, which increases our chances for rain. Now, this looks more elevated when it comes to rain chances than really I think what is going to happen. Now, of course, a 20% chance of rain is not very much. But I think tomorrow night into Wednesday morning, we have a little wave. Some of the models indicating that we have a little bit of a punchier wave. Some models not so much. So we'll see how this all plays out. Make sure you check back in tomorrow morning. But I think tomorrow night we have the potential for a quick little blast of rain. Then we dry out basically Wednesday, Thursday. And then Thursday, Friday, Saturday, here comes our next rainmaker. And that one is going to bring us the potential for some decent rain. So let me show you what I'm talking about. Actually, this is going to go really fast. I have to change the time on this. I recorded my segment this morning. I was like, whoa, That went really, really fast. So here we go. Let me just change a couple things here. We'll get this back on the maps here. All right, this will show you. All right, see if we can do things on the fly. I'm flying like a, I don't know, white guy. Anyways, here's wave number 1. Little warm front coming on through. Brings us a little bit of rain tomorrow night into Wednesday morning. Most of it's going to be in Kentucky by Wednesday morning. Then that passes us by. We don't really cool down behind that cold front. And here comes another stronger trough and low pressure system that's going to bring in some very wet, heavy snow across the Colorado area. So Denver, Colorado is expected their first significant snowfall of the year, which, by the way, we beat them. Remember, we beat them when it came to our first snowfall. Heavy rain's going to set up shop. That takes us all the way through Friday morning. So just through Friday morning, the bulk of the rain is going to be to our north, northwest, and to our west. But the state of Tennessee is going to pick up anywhere from, let's say, 1/10 of an inch upwards of 3/4 of an inch of rainfall. But then you add Friday, Saturday, and Sunday to the mix, and you can see that the state of Tennessee is looking at anywhere from 1 to 2 inches of rain, with us here locally probably pushing about an inch. So that's that Friday night into Saturday morning storm system. As of right now, if you head off to high school football, I would anticipate at this point of the game, it is going to be a soggy high school football. But of course, we'll fine tune this as the work week progresses. Look at these temperatures though. Upper 50s today, average high is 60. So that's right where we should be for this time of the year. Then we are slightly above average tomorrow. Then we're going to be well above average Wednesday, Thursday in the low to mid 70s. So we're going to be trending about 10 to 15 degrees above average. Then we'll drop back down to those closer to those seasonal averages anyways as we progress into the upcoming weekend. The Climate Prediction Center has that above average weather all the way towards the end of the 7-day, your 6 to 10 day outlook, your 8 to 14 day outlook, taking us all the way through December 1st. They're keeping us on the warm side. I know we've seen it on social media. There is the potential anyways of this pocket of cooler air back to our west that could start to settle on into the area around or after Thanksgiving. So this right there could be settling on in for maybe the first weekend of December. It's mind-blowing that we're actually even talking about December, isn't it? And we're likely to stay a little bit more elevated when it comes to those rain chances as well. All right, so yesterday I had a chance, as I mentioned, to take my kids out to One Knox, so we had a great time. So let me share a couple of videos. We'll talk about some Witcher's adventures here for you this morning. If you want to stick around, if you want to get off to work, by all means, go ahead. But all right, so this is a video of when One Knox won the game, very end of the game. Don't mind the camera work here. Is that not so cool? Look at that. Just enjoying that. Then we had this, the celebration. And the celebration was amazing. And then after the game, so we had walked down to Covenant Health Park from right around Market Square. I mean, not Market Square, Gay Street, basically Market Square, anyways, but Gay Street. But we had to walk down there because we couldn't catch the bus. We were meeting another family and some friends of ours. They caught the bus. My kids were like, "I want to ride the bus." I'm like, "Well, we're not going to ride the bus from where we are because we're just a short hop, skip, and a jump away." But on the way back, we hopped on the cat bus so my kids could. They've never been on like a public transit like cat bus at all. They've been on light rails and whatnot, but not a bus. And so they're like, "We want to take the bus." So we're like, "Okay, we'll take the bus." So then it took us all the way past our car. So we had to walk past to our car. So like literally, if we would have just left the stadium, walked to the car, we would have walked equal distance. But we decided to have a little bit of fun as a family. Watch this. Well, some scooters in downtown Knoxville driving down Gay Street. Ole, ole, ole. Ole, ole. And then we got home last night. It doesn't stop here. Let me just explain. You guys are probably like, "You are a nut." All right. So then we got home last night. And if you recall, today here at 8:30 this morning, the renovation from our fire that happened back in February, the renovation starts today. So the kids were like, "Well, we want to have some fun. This wall is getting taken down." So we're renovating and redesigning, taking down walls. We're opening up about 12 feet into our kitchen. So it's going to be great. So the kids wanted to have some fun. So here we go. Have at it, kids.
Messier for them to cut out.
Have at it. There it is.
Just cut it out. Nice, big, nice.
And then it went on, so I had to take a picture. Then it went on to this. Whoopsies, Dad. We put a giant hole in the wall. It's okay, kids. It's okay. Anyways, those were our adventures here this past weekend. I hope you had a great weekend. Let's get along with the national holiday, shall we? Oh, the things I share with you all. And by the way, big shout out to Seth Dunaway. He's my director of sales here at East Tennessee Weather, and he actually played in the alumni band on Saturday for the football game. So how did it go? How did it go, Seth? Trying to see what y'all are saying here in the chat. All right, let's get to work with those national holidays, shall we? Today is November 17th. It's cruising right along. Can you believe it's already November 17th? Like, Thanksgiving is what? A week and like 4 days away. Time to start getting those turkeys and make sure you have them thawed out before Thanksgiving, right? So we're celebrating birthdays and events. If you have any birthdays or events, stop it, Brandon. They don't put helmets out there when you're on those things. It's totally fine. She was on it too, Brandon. But everybody did say, my kids said, well, we don't have helmets. I was like, well, it's not like you carry your helmet with you everywhere you go just to hop on a bird scooter. Anyways, any birthdays or events out there, let me know. Text message with pics. You sent me some text messages. Oh, there we go. We'll have to get these up here for Seth. I'll get these up here in a second, Seth. And we'll show you with the alumni band down there on Neyland Stadium. That would be really cool. All right, so today is National Butter Day. I mean, how can you not like butter? I feel like my oldest son could live on butter. Like, butter and bread is what my oldest son could live on. We have to literally mitigate all the butter that dude, you cannot eat that much butter, man. But butter makes everything good, I think. And then it's National Homemade Bread Day, which also goes hand in hand with National Butter Day, because when you make fresh homemade bread, there's nothing better than putting some butter on it and then a little bit of salt. And homemade bread, by the way, hands down, I make homemade bread, and hands down, so much better than store-bought bread, for sure. And then after you eat all that, you need to have dessert. So it's National Baklava Day, also made with a lot of butter. So then you have dessert. But because you ate so much butter with bread and baklava and had dessert and all the sugar, you got to go on a hike. So today is National Take a Hike Day. So listen, if somebody tells you to take a hike today, say, all right, I will. Thank you. Have a good day, sir or ma'am. Because you know their intentions were something else, right? And then you just turn that into a positive. Spin the positive out of that. Oh, yes. Butter is the reason why I am redoing my kitchen. Oh, do I dare tell the rest of the story? Thanks a lot, Seth. So we are redoing our kitchen because I put butter on the stove. I'll come back to this here in a second. I put butter on the stove to get ready for our annual tradition of eating crab legs for Valentine's Day. We do it also for our anniversary. We've done it for 18 years. And put some butter on the stove, put it on warm. I didn't put it on high. Walked away. My wife was getting ready to take a shower. I hopped into the studio to do some recording so we could just get done with the day and enjoy the rest of the day. And all East Tennessee weather platforms were updated. Next thing I know, my wife comes busting into the studio going, fire! I ran inside and sure flames were tickling the ceiling. And had it gone about 3 minutes longer, my wife would have been in the shower. My kids would have been in the shower in their bathroom. I was in the studio. I'm oblivious to the world around me. I have no windows around here. It's more of a soundproof studio, and it would have busted right into the ceiling, and it would have been a total loss. We would not have a house today. Had probably 3 to 5 more minutes. We would not have a house today. Thank goodness they did not get in the shower. They heard the microwave break, the glass in the microwave break. They thought our dog had gotten on the countertop and knocked off a glass. My son comes running back going, smoke! And then my wife comes in going, fire! So the renovation after, 9 months? How many months has it been? Since February 15th? Literally, how many months is that? February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November? 9 months. 9 months we've been cooking on a little tiny cooktop. We had 2. Layla, yours is still existing if you're on here this morning. I don't know if Layla's on here this morning. But our friend Layla, who joins the platform, gave us another cooktop. Then ours broke, so then we were using hers. And it's still, now we're living in a little tiny, so actually I'll share a funny photo with you before I move on to all the other holidays. So now we are living, I'll share this with you too. This is a cool little picture of our group of friends that went to the One Knox soccer game last night. Good friends that we've known for about 25 years. I feel like all my friends I've known now for like 25 years because that's just how it happens. But this is now where we're cooking in the in our family room area, in our great room area that's next to the kitchen, on a little makeshift cooktop table with all the things that we need right there. And then our dining room table is now our cooktop kitchen table / it's where we eat type of table. So that's what we're doing with. That's how we're going to be cooking here over the next month until this shenanigans gets done. But I will be sharing everything with you along the way. So stay with me. All right, let's get along with those weather history for this date in history. 1989, freezing temperatures overspread the southeastern U.S. in the wake of a severe weather outbreak in the previous 2 days. 8 cities reported record low temperatures, from Gilbert, Arkansas to a reading of 8 degrees. In 1988, another in a series of storms brought heavy snow to the mountains of the western U.S. Saw upwards of about 17 inches at Bob Scott Summit in Nevada with 80-mile-per-hour winds in Reno, Nevada. In 1987, a storm in the Rockies produced 21 inches of snow at Monarch Ski Resort in Colorado, with up to 14 inches at Steamboat Springs. I was probably skiing the mountains that day. In 1953, the temperatures at Minneapolis reached 71 degrees, the warmest reading on record for this late in the season. In 1927, a tornado cut a 17-mile path across Alexandria and southeastern Washington, D.C., injuring 31 people. And in 1869, southwest winds of a hurricane, I love how some of these old things are red. Southwest winds of hurricane force swept across the Berkshire and Green Mountains of New England, causing extensive forest and structural damage. And on this date in history, the worst moment for an atheist is when he feels grateful and has no one to thank. Amen to that. Wendy Ward. All right, 1988, Benazir Bhutto. I should totally know this name. Became the first woman leader of the Islamic country. She was elected in the first democratic elections in Pakistan in 11 years. In 1962, Washington's Dulles International Airport was dedicated by U.S. President Kennedy. In 1922, Siberia voted for union from the USSR. In 1869, the Suez Canal opened in Egypt, linking the Mediterranean and the Red Sea. And in 1800, the U.S. Congress held the first session in Washington, D.C., in the partially completed Capitol building. There's a beautiful sunrise taking shape here this morning. How about that one? Well, happy birthday to your son, Krista. 16 years old today. Uh-oh. Does he have a car? Is he driving? Uh-oh. Everybody get off the roads. Everybody off the roads. We got another 16-year-old on the roads. I looked like I was 12 when I was 16. I thought I was going to get pulled over all the time for not looking old enough. All right, here's a picture of Seth on the field with the alumni band. How about that, Seth? You're looking good, my friend. Look at that. That's I bet that's so cool to be on that stadium. And he's playing the trombone. Here we go. The trombone, Seth. I don't even know if that's a trombone, but maybe it is. That is all. We have one more picture for you. This is from Andy Brantley. Such a beautiful sunrise in West Knox County this morning. This is what I was talking about. It's so HD looking. 4K. Maybe not from a camera, but from your eyeballs. There it is. How about that chilly early, late fall, early winter morning? It feels chilly outside this morning. That is for sure. Whew. All right, my friends, it's Monday. It is 7:50 in the morning. So happy birthday to not Mel's, but Krista's son, who's 16. Danny, good morning. How are you this morning? Remodeling takes longer than building a new one. That is the truth. That's what I've heard. First-hand experience. Still waiting on my woodwork and backsplash. Oh, no. Have a great day, all. Your uncle's buying a home in Kentucky for you. Nice. Butter burns fast. But my stove, by the way, is being investigated because it was a Samsung stove. There are issues, not with my model, with a lot of other models of actually that warm low setting cranking to high, and there were a lot of house fires because of it. So my stove is being investigated. If they investigate it and confirm that it did malfunction, then I'll get my deductible back, which will help pay for other things, right? Oh, can't drive due to autism. Oh, well, I sure hope he has a great day today. Either way. Saturday, we got come to Alcoa for to the Millennium Manor for the Norma Siege, the castle. Come see my dragons. Well, there you go. Good morning from Rockwood. Hey, Crystal, how are you this morning? Mike moved to Colorado and came back. What if I moved to Kentucky? I still will be as cool as a Tennessee Yes. Well, I don't know. Go Big Blue. No, that does not have the same. We're taking that off. Taking that off. Grand opening of the Seymour Mercantile Friday and Norman Siege, the castle at Millennium Manor on Saturday. So that's all happening this upcoming weekend. Great stuff going on. I guess that's all we have here this morning. That is the show. Lots going on. Congratulations to One Knox Soccer Club for bringing home the champion. And remember, I'm the official meteorologist for One Knox, so it's been great to help them out during the season, and we'll be doing that again next season, as long as they want me to come back, I suppose they want me to come back. We'll see. Anyways, got some nice sunshine out there. We'll leave you with a live look at Anakista here this morning with a nice little glow of the sun just kissing the peaks of the Smoky. I sure hope you have a great Monday. Enjoy the week. Remember, some elevated rain chances are on the way. If you're joining me on the app itself, I'll send you right back to the 24-hour channel if you joined in late to get the latest forecast, or you can check out Witcher's 1-minute weather or your full forecast on the app as well. All right, my friends, be safe, be kind to each other. Life is short. See you tomorrow.
That wasn't enough. There's a figure in the mirror that's giving it up. So your colors, they start, and it's stripping you